Salve General. Today we are looking at the Roman Empire, or more specifically a FIFA challenge based around its borders and rules. So as I'm sure you know, the Roman Empire covered most of Europe between the years 200 BC and around 400 AD. Because of this, as with every challenge where I try and do them based on nationalities of a country or a thing that happened, you have a lot to choose from. I won't go through all of them, but I'll put them in the description below if you want to check that out. But luckily for you, in this case, the Roman Empire covered most of the big nations of Europe. Except for Germany, Scotland and Ireland, basically every nation outside of Eastern Europe was conquered at some point by the Roman Empire. So you have the likes of France, England, Spain, of course, Italy, Egypt, Algeria, Turkey, Serbia, that kind of area too. This gives you a massive amount of choice, of course, but for clubs, you only have two that you can pick from in FIFA. You can either choose the fully licensed Lazio or the unlicensed badge and kit of Roma. As you'd expect, I chose both of these clubs as they are both found in Rome. So I think this challenge is fun because you can play it a number of ways. You can either go straight for the sign anyone from anywhere, or after each season or league triumph, you can pick a different country that you can then sign players from and pretend that you've conquered them. So you could start off with only being able to sign Italian players, for example. You win the league with your Italian team, and boom, you've conquered France. You can then use French players and Italian players. The season after, Spain. Maybe after that, some North African teams. Maybe after that, the English. You know, I just think this would be a very interesting way to play FIFA. Of course, I'm a bit of a history nerd, geography nerd, and a FIFA nerd, so this kind of challenge is absolutely one that's designed around my interests. I appreciate that not many of you will be that into maybe history and FIFA, but if you do give this challenge a go, I absolutely recommend that you do read even just Wikipedia pages on some of the Roman Empire. As with all my FIFA challenges, the end goal of this challenge is going to be unique to this challenge. The Roman Empire reigned for around 500 years, so the final objective is to reign over European football for 5 years. Unfortunately, you can't do 500-year career modes in FIFA, otherwise maybe I'd suggest that, although it could get a little bit boring. But yeah, just win 5 Champions Leagues in a row and then you have completed this challenge. Another fun thing you could add on would be having whole sections of the team being just one nation. So you could say you have a attacking legion, so to speak, of 3 French players in a 4-3-3, and then your midfield is 3 Italians, and then your defence could be 4 Spanish players with a Egyptian goalkeeper, for example. I think that would be another interesting way to play this, but there's so many ways you can do this challenge. Of course, if you don't like the Roman Empire, just pick another empire. You could do the Mongolian Empire, might be a bit tricky because it would just be Russia, China that are on FIFA, I believe. But again, you could even do that. Maybe I shouldn't give away all my ideas for future videos because I do know I can make some very stupid videos. But that's the challenge. If you do give it a go and try and recreate the Roman Empire and form the third Roman Empire after Byzantium and Rome themselves, then do let me know in the comments or on my Discord. If you've got any other suggestions for cool empires that we can turn into FIFA challenges, of course without choosing any of the very controversial ones from the mid-1900s, just let me know in the comments and I will see if I can think up some rules that we could use for them. But thanks for watching this short and very silly video. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.